Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are in the world, welcome and thank you for joining us. My name is Carl Anthony, and this is AutoVision News live at AutoSens and InCabin USA 2024. We are in the heart of the Motor City at the Huntington Place in downtown Detroit. Joining us now is Adrian Hill, Automotive Business Development with Cirrus Logic. And Adrian, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit more about Cirrus Logic. Tell us about some of the work you're doing today.
Sure. So Cirrus Logic is a fabulous mixing semiconductor company. We specialize in audio and various user experience applications in different verticals, including automotive. And automotive is, of course, why we're here today at InCabin.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to immersive and premium experiences inside the cabin, Adrian, what should we be aware of in the automotive industry?
Well, I think the expectation now as the vehicle becomes a third space is that customers expect a premium experience. They're going to be spending more time in the vehicle, and the interaction that they're having with the UX in the vehicle is going to be compared to their everyday experiences with smartphones, with their high-end laptops and pads.
Yes, that makes sense. And keeping with that same thing with the vehicle environment, then haptic feedback. What are some of the challenges when we talk about haptic feedback in the vehicle environment?
Well, thanks for that question, because Cirrus Logic has a very strong experience in haptic feedback, delivering premium haptics in the smartphone and other consumer electronics industries. And what we've been able to do is bring that experience into automotive, where we've been established for many years, but haptics is a new area for us, into automotive, and bringing that premium experience that people are used to, a sharp click. It's very challenging to do that on the higher masses that you experience in a vehicle interior, but Cirrus Logic is able to do that with our IP.
Right. You mentioned the smartphone industry. You have experience in the smartphone industry. So, Adrian, how do you leverage that experience from smartphones and transition and bring that over into automotive?
Well, I think the interaction that customer has, especially with the increased numbers of screens and smart surfaces in the vehicle, it's very important that they have a consistent experience from the other interfaces they're used to. And it's even more important in the automotive environment, because now you're not just dealing with a device which is used for communication, for example, but also there's a safety impact. So having a very efficient and user experience is very important. Nobody wants to be distracted in a vehicle environment.
Of course, that makes sense. On the horizon, what trends do you see? What should we be aware of here in the coming weeks and months ahead?
Well, I think there's two really important trends in automotive which are affecting especially the haptics implementations. One is the vehicle as a third space. As I mentioned before, that premium experience that people expect when they interact with the displays, with their infotainment system, that there's a bar that's been set by other industries, and automotive really needs to follow that. The vehicle is an expensive investment, and so therefore you expect a premium experience. And I think the second one, which is maybe less obvious, is that when you look at the software-defined vehicle, there are many more smart surfaces that are being introduced, and that allows the vehicle designers to configure those in multiple ways. And so going away from a single button, a mechanical button which only has a single function, when you have virtual buttons on a screen that can be enhanced with a premium haptic, so you really understand that you've clicked and can confirm your interaction with the vehicle, that's something that allows the vehicle designer of the interior to give many different functions and opens all kinds of different avenues for interior design.
Of course. Adrian, from all of us here at AutoVision News and Sense Media, want to thank you for your time and for sharing your expertise with us. Have a great rest of the show, and when the event wraps up, safe travels back home. I've truly enjoyed this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us here.
More to come from AutoSens and InCabin USA 2024 at the Huntington Place in downtown Detroit alongside Adrian Hill. I'm Carl Anthony, AutoVision News.